Now with the floors looking so hot, that gun kind of looks just too sterile and a little bit 90s. So let's fix it up too. So the gun that's used by the first-person controller, the actual gun image, is Rocket Launcher Renderer here. I mean mesh, not image, but mesh. It's this rocket launcher right here. So I'm actually going to copy it so that there's a backup. And we'll mess with the original one. To mess with it, we need to go down here to, where's the materials? Okay, let me figure this out. Oh, here. Is this it? Yeah, standard shader. So what I haven't figured out how to do is just to preview it right here. And that's a disadvantage. But one way we could do that is drag it into the scene and hit Shift F. Now at this point, everything we do on this model, we'll have to reapply to this original model. And there's probably a better way to do that, but I don't know what it is. So here's the rocket launcher. Let me come at it from a different angle. Yeah, there we go, from a sunlit angle. And then in albedo, you can see that we're making changes to it. But gray is probably a decent color. But what we want here is, and by the way, it's going to add, when we open up the actual one in the renderer, it's going to add a cool red emitter right here. But we don't need to show that. Well, maybe can we do that right? No. Cool. Okay, so what we want to add is metallicness, smoothness, and then a normal map. And the interesting part about this is you can kind of pick whichever one you want. Whichever one of these images you want can make a cool normal map. And once you get like that one, you can move it around like this with tiling and offset. That one's kind of a cool design, but some normal maps end up looking like they were made for this, like they make it into a sort of a different, better gun. That one's not very interesting. That's kind of cool. You can't read that it's a bee. Soap bubble? Interesting. So let's go a little less, a little darker. And then scroll this. One by one. Scroll it. It's kind of alien looking. I think we can do a little better. Let's see. That's not bad. See, I like that. So let's see what happens if we apply that same one. And what was that? That was smoke 3. Okay, so let's go down here, rocket launcher. Apply the smoke. Oh, it did. Okay, it did affect that. Well, cool. That doesn't look very different to me. Exit. Yeah, that's not different, but we can apply it here. On this one, 11.02 and 0.43. And let's see what that looks like. Yeah, a little bit better. It's really not that different from this side anyway. Certainly cooler though. But watch this. Escape. Crank up this albedo, no, this normal map number. That already looks better. Uh-oh, getting et. Yes, you can hit yourself with missiles. And crank up this normal map number. No, not that one. But say that. Let's go for 23. And this one, 23. Well, that's way better. That looks like it's like a little bit chrome rotted, and but the cracks are deep. It looks like there's a grate with heat, like a heat sink grate on the front. That looks awesome.